And the DOJ has recently released its report on Ferguson, and it found some rather disturbing things. Now, after this report came out, Ferguson Mayor James Knowles had informed everyone that the police department employee was fired and 2 others are on administrative leave. Now, why? Why was 1 fired and 2 on leave? Well, it turns out that they unearthed during this investigation a series of very incredibly racist emails sent between the staff. And this is sent between police officers, commanders, and court officials. So here we have lots of racist emails. Also, part of this report also shows on how much the police were actually going after the African American community in Ferguson and targeting them with citations more often than the white portion of that community. So that's very telling. The fact that they went after African Americans more often, and the fact that these emails are very, very racist, it's not a surprise to see this correlation. So what are the examples of some of these racist emails? All right. Well, the Justice Department uncovered uncovered a ton of these racist emails, but they released about 7. And I've got some of these, and this is from the AP. A November email stated that President Barack Obama would not be president for very long because, quote, what black man holds a steady job for 4 years? Further perpetuation of a stereotype that black people can't hold down jobs. Really? I would actually say that they asked a successful black conservative whether or not he held down a job for over 4 years. I'm guessing you would get a different answer than what you expect. Here's another one. A March 2010 email mocked African Americans through their speech and stereotypes, using a story involving child support. One line from the email read, I be so glad that this be my last child support payment. Month after month, year after year, all those payments. Oh man. An April 2011 email depicted President Obama as a chimpanzee. Now, I've seen stuff like that before being shared. I think it's distasteful, and it is pretty racist. But then again, somebody can come back with, well, you call Bush, liberals would call Bush a monkey. Well, yeah, but some do. I don't. And I also think that that's disrespectful to the office of president. I'm not a fan of President Bush. And I'm not a fan of a lot of presidents. But one thing I don't do is compare them to animals. It disrespects the office. Anyway, it continues. May 2011 email stated that an African American woman in New Orleans was admitted to the hospital for an emergency abortion. Oh, here we go, classy abortion joke. Great. 2 weeks later, she received a check for $5,000. She phoned the hospital to ask who it was from. The hospital said, well, it's Crime Stoppers. This check is from Crime Stoppers. Once again, stereotype that all black people are criminals. How classy. Real classy. A June 2011 email described a man seeking to obtain welfare for his dogs because they are mixed in color, unemployed, lazy, can't speak English, and have no clue who their daddies are. And finally, there's another one. That was an October 2011 email that included a photo of a bare-chested group of dancing women in Africa. Similar African women dancing with the caption, Michelle Obama's high school reunion. Now look, man, it's one thing to oppose the president because of his party and because of his policies. It's another thing to attack them using racial animus. being racist, saying racist things. These are the same people who contend they're not racist. No, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. It's comedy, whatever. Don't be so, don't be so uptight. It's just a joke. It's not a very good joke, if it is a joke. The fact is that they hate the fact that there's a black person in the White House. You think these aren't racist, there's something wrong with you.